So I thought I would give a quick lesson on how to make your own compound butters, and what better than to use them on steaks. Compound butter is essentially butter that's flavored with additional ingredients. You can perform this task in a bowl or a stand mixer with the paddle attachment. These flavored butters are great on fish, poultry and steaks, tossed with cooked vegetables, or mounted with scrambled eggs. You can experiment with many different applications when it comes to compound butters, and at the end of the lesson, I'll be providing a few ideas to get your chef gears turning. So without further ado, let's get started. So in a mixing bowl, we'll add 2 cups of softened unsalted butter, along with 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan, half a teaspoon of chopped rosemary, half a teaspoon of chopped thyme, and 1 teaspoon of salt. We'll mix this well to combine, making sure to fold the ingredients like so until we have a consistency similar to mashed potatoes. Once it's fully mixed, we'll wipe our kitchen counter with a damp cloth, then lay a sheet of cling film down, and the wet counter is what helps it stick. And we want to make sure that the creases are removed, and a great tool for this is a bench scraper, which helps to push out any creases and air pockets. Next, we'll add our compound butter in the center of our cling film and shape it into a log as best as we can using our spatula. We'll then fold our film over, and at this point you can correct the shape into a cylinder. Again, I like to use a bench scraper to help me tuck everything in. We'll then gently roll until there's no overhang left. We'll pinch both ends and then rotate them in opposing directions. Another technique is to roll against the counter while lightly applying pressure, and this will help to correct and tighten the shape even more. Once we're satisfied, we'll tie both ends, and you really want to make sure that the knot is tight to the butter. We'll roll it one more final time. We'll place this in the fridge for roughly 4 hours or until completely set. Once set, we can now slice into equally sized rounds, which can now be saved in your fridge for many months. After slicing, simply remove the cling film. And I'll place these onto a tray as this is how I like to store my compound butter. And here's our beautiful compound butter, which can be used for vegetables, garnishes on steaks, or even when basting during a sear. Compound butters are really that easy to make, and in the next lesson, we're going to be adding these onto our steak. Now the one we just made is pretty simple, but really tasty. Here's some more ideas that are just as good. Now that's just a few ideas to transform your meals from good to great by using compound butters. Once they're made and stored, they become super convenient to use. In the next lesson, we'll be using this compound butter on a New York strip. I'll see you there.